Well, the Fight Guys is back with Erik Apple, and this time we are going to have our first repeat guest since this show has been mine. Welcome back to the show, heavyweight killer, Tyrell Fortune. Tyrell, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me again, Mr. Apple. I appreciate it. Bringing me back second time on the show.
We are very happy to have you back, and we are having you back for a very good reason. Tell the people at home what Tyrell Fortune is up to at the end of this month.
Debuting in Seattle against Marcin Tybura in the UFC. So it's a great event, great chance to showcase my skills in front of my hometown and family. So I'm very excited to get back to the Pacific Northwest and show everybody what I've been doing.
Now, you are a guy that has had some success in PFL and Bellator. You've kind of been bouncing around in the smaller shows as of late. Just tell me, how fulfilling is it? How satisfying is it to finally get that nod from the UFC, multi-fight contract? You're making decent money this time. They could have given you less, but they're showing they appreciate you and want you to be a star.
Man, it's been a grind, to say the least. Just, when I first made that decision to get released by the PFL and leave that money on the table and take a chance and risk on myself to go backwards into the regional scene, which I had never fought in before. It's kind of like, so it's like gratifying, like it let me know that decision I made back then to believe in myself was paid off, and that all the hard work I've been doing and staying focused and believing in myself it was all worth it. So, I feel like as a man, you always get to a point where you're like, okay, I got to bet on myself, and it paid off.
Man, there's nothing better than having faith in yourself, make a decision, working hard, and having it work out, right?
Nothing better than that. It just motivates you even more. It brings that belief into you more. I think even the people around me seen it and was like, man, this guy really wants it. And so it's just one of those things where you can't give up. No matter what happens and how many times you get knocked down, you just got to keep getting back up and just keep going for it.
Now, you're taking on Marcin Tybura, the UFC in Seattle, and this is not like an away game for you. This is sort of a home game for you. Why is that?
I'm a Portland, Oregon boy, so Pacific Northwest is my hometown. It's where I grew up wrestling and lived most of my life. So it's exciting to be able to get back there and bring all my family and friends and support system to my fight and have my back.
So we talked about it before. You have a son now, 6 or 7 months old. You got something new to motivate you to work for. Now you're going to be fighting in front of your friends and family in your hometown. It almost seems like this is how it was always supposed to go. It's awesome.
Yeah, no, I feel like this was written in books already, because, again, like you said, it's the perfect setup for me to get into the UFC. First fight, it's right back home. Everybody gets to make it to the fight. So it's an amazing experience, man. It's nothing. I couldn't ask for a better way to start my UFC career.
Yeah, now your opponent, Marcin Tybura, he's Polish. He's known for a little bit of power. He's decent everywhere, not great anywhere. I would say he's relatively durable, but he's got some hard miles on him, don't you think?
Oh, very hard miles. His last 2 out of 3 fights, he's knocked out and finished. So yeah, again, like he's good everywhere. He definitely has the experience. He's kind of like the gatekeeper right now of the heavyweight division. I feel like to get to that upper extra line. So I feel blessed that they the gatekeeper out the gate. I think it's kind of like a test to say, hey, Tyrell, let's see what you got. Can you finish gatekeeper? And we'll give you another test right after. So I'm excited.
That's a good way to look at it. Knowing what you know about Marcin Tybura, why are you confident that Tyrell Fortune comes out on top this time?
I just don't. He doesn't have the skill set to deal with me at all. Faster, stronger. I have better wrestling. My hands are better than his. I'm faster, but hit harder. I just think I beat him in every facet of the game. So there's nowhere where I feel like he's better than me.
And when you got this call a couple weeks ago, it wasn't necessarily a complete shock to you. You were staying in shape, correct?
Yeah, it was probably like 3 weeks prior to getting this call. My coach was like, you know what, man? He just called me at a random night and was like, man, my stomach's hurting. I don't feel right. We got to get to work. He's like, let's start training like we're in training camp. Let's start getting the hill sprints. Let's get this cardio up. Let's start building the foundation. And he was right. But 3 weeks later, we got the call. And so it was a blessing that my coach was already just that locked in, paying attention to the UFC, watching all the shows that were talking about the heavyweight division and how everybody felt like it was lacking and they needed new blood. So I'm that new guy that they brought in to clean the division out.
Man, you're right. So many people have been talking about it lately that the heavyweight division in the UFC is the weakest it's ever been. So, I mean, we talked about you have a son now. You're fighting in front of your hometown. Your coach calls you 3 weeks prior to getting this call saying, let's start training. And now this is maybe one of the best times to jump into the UFC heavyweight division. More than ever, I'm starting to think that God lined this up for you.
100%, man. And what's crazy, too, is that even through this whole year, having my son has, really strengthened my faith. I would say this is the closest I've ever got to God. I talk to him on a daily basis, and we go to church, read the Bible and stuff, and read the Bible to my son almost every night. So it's just been an amazing growth experience for me this last year, especially going through all the turmoil and the down part of, having to leave PFL and making $5,000 a fight was tough, being newly married, new father too. So no, I think everything is a test, and we made it through it. We got through the thick of it.
Tell me, since you were already starting to train and you were in shape, I'm going to guess that this training camp, nothing new, nothing different. You're already confident in your current skill set to beat this guy?
100%. 100%. To be honestly, the only thing that I was worried about is, I guess, going into this camp was just making sure I'm getting to the camp at 100% and being able to perform. Because once I get there at 100%, I don't think there's anything he can do with me.
I mean, you're talking to us from a physical therapy office. I mean, obviously you're getting taken care of. I'm assuming you're feeling great and ready?
Yes, sir. I'm ready to go.
That's awesome. Well, listen, I'm going to let you get back to physical therapy. We are happy to see you. We can maybe make you a triple guest after you get this victory at the end of the month. How does that sound?
Man, you making me special. You making me feel all special, warm inside. Thank you. I would love to come back for a third time.
You're too nice for a giant killer. Everyone at home, don't let this guy fool you. He's a killer in person, I promise. Okay, well, for the fight, guys, everybody, let's keep our fingers crossed, say your prayers, and make sure Tyrell gets that big victory at the end of the month. We want to have him back here on the Fight Guys with Erik Apple. We'll see you next week.